Hey, 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 greetings and salutations. I'm Big Brother. How's everybody doing? Hmm? Getting ready for the new year, I hope. This would be a good day not to list. Taking some time to reflect on what you've done in the past year to look forward to what's coming up. Or maybe worry. I'm going to do some quick sharing out. If anybody wants to hop in, anybody that I know, anybody that I can bet, I'll drop a link. Y'all come on in. We'll chit chat, talk about whatever it is you want to talk about. Talk about your business. We'll promote your business. Just talk about some good things going on in your life, or maybe some things that trouble you. Uh, I want to reach out and give a special thank you to the people that reached out to me to help me through a difficult situation. My heater went out in my home, and I do not have the money to replace an entire heater. It is that bad. So I guess I'm just going to be snowbirding up here at my mother's house until the weather gets warm and stays warm. At which time I'll go back to my house and start emptying it out before I set it ablaze. Fix that heating problem. Uh, let's see what's going on. So basically, I've just been trying to acclimate myself to my mother's house. It's not working out so well. Um, I don't mind being around my mom much, but I don't know. Miss being on my own, you know. Uh, I'm an adult. I shouldn't have to rely on other adults to get my shit done, but I do. So here I am. Anyway, Alyssa and Roy and Angie from Angie's Oddities, thank you very much. That's all I can say. I'm not really used to being on the receiving end of things when it comes to that. I'm usually the giver. And yeah, I don't know what else to say, but thank you. And yeah, big karma coming your way. Let's see. Let's see if we can get people in here. Most of the football games are over except for two. Two. I don't see anybody in, so I'm going to take the time to promote myself. Where is the lives? Your video. Hmm. 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 I might not be on long today. Somebody comes in, it would be awesome. I don't know how to do this. Somebody help me. Oh, I don't know. Come on, back up. Mm, mm, mm. ERO. That's that. Mm, 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 mm. Here we go. You are. You are. You are. Doom, doom. Ooh, okay. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, Esme, how you doing, hon? How's your ducks? Mm-hmm. Trying to learn this sharing stuff. seems so weird to me to have ducks as pets, but why not? Do you clip their wings when they run around? So many duck memes out there, it's ridiculous. Nice and warm in Arizona. I think you live in Arizona, right? I'm pretty sure you do. Well-fed ducks, huh? Hello, Journey. How you doing? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Texans. Boo. Yes, we meet next Sunday. Your team and mine. Yes, I hope everybody has a wonderful new year, and I mean the entire new year, not just tomorrow, and a safe one tonight and tomorrow. I don't need to tell you to be put your head on a swivel if you're going to go out tonight. Yeah, we'll see. I don't think so. So, like I said, I had heater problems. I don't have a heater in my house, so I'm shacked up at my mom's house until warmer weather comes through. So I'll probably be here for the next couple months, easily. January, February, hopefully March will bring warmer weather soon. Because yeah, I'm doing fine, but it is what it is. Well, currently it's not too bad. I mean, it's hovering 30s at night and 40s through the day. But it's pretty warm for Indiana. So for December, yeah. My mother's house is a mid-sized ranch house, single floor, but it's still a bit drafty in places. So Miss Kitty doesn't mind the new space. She's got such a big hallway to run up and down. So Kitty Cat's happy. As long as she stays fed, I think she's gonna be happy. That's a good one. Your husband's good. He's right. That's a good one. Yep. Yep. No, heater's gone for good. Motor's out. It's a 30-year-old heater, and the guys that they're sending out to look at it are, I don't know, they don't look old enough to know what they're looking at. Honestly, they just come out and hook something up and go, "Nope, need a new one," and then I get charged $75. Thanks. I refused to pay the last guy. Said I'm not doing it. So they let it go. that's where I'm at with that. So I guess I get to actually be a snowbird. Yep, yep, that's right. They said it's broken. I said, hell, I know that. That's why you're here. Fix it. Oh, it's too old. No, it's not. Guy had come out last year that did some shenanigans, but I said yes, please do, because he did it for a third of the price. So I'm not. I'm a man of simple tastes and cheap means. You know, if you can get it done cheaper, then get it done cheaper. I don't care what the end result is, as long as it works. If the house is getting a little funkier because there's a wire running across the ceiling, I'm okay with that. Nobody ever comes over anyway. I'm the only one that's going to see it. So, and that's where we're at. But eBay. Let's talk about eBay real chicken. Every end of the year, I put my eBay on hold. Uh, Vacation mode. It started 2 weeks ago, and it goes 2 weeks into January. At which time I'm going to probably get rid of a lot of my listings and start over. Fresh start's a good start. I don't have like hundreds of listings. I think I'm more picky now. A lot of my stuff is under $15, but I'd say more of it isn't. So I'm just gonna be listing a lot of the high end stuff on eBay, the stuff that is big and bulky. I'm not afraid of shipping big and bulky things online. Always double check the prices with pirate ship as opposed to eBay prices for shipping, and a lot of the times eBay is just cheaper. As a matter of fact, I've never come across the point where I've had to use pirate ship instead of eBay. So uh, the prices have gone down for the ground advantage packages of less than a pound through eBay. I'm paying less than $4 for most of them, unless they go to the coast. In that case, it's about $5 to $6, which is what it was to begin with. So I think they renegotiated their prices pretty good. I have no complaints with the shipping for eBay. Woo. Yeah, I don't know about Arizona. I don't think they'd like me out there very much. So, yeah. Woo-hoo. Do you still have a lot of glass? Are you still the glass lady? I imagine you are. Imagine all the stuff that you know now. Do you remember when you first started asking, oh, there's no way I could possibly learn all this, that, and that. Now look at where you're at and go, wow, wow, I do know a lot. Hmm. Kitty, kitty, what's up? Come here. Come on. Come on up here. Some people want to say hi to you. Come on. Come on. Eh, she's not really a lap kitty. Yeah, you know a lot more than you think you do. You can pick up a glass. I bet you can pick up a glass piece and go and kind of guess what it is, what it's about. You handle glass enough, and it becomes second nature. Pick it up, and you can say, well, it was from this time period. You could look at the bottom and see that it's rubbed, so it probably sat on something for a long time, so you know it's vintage and not made last week. Things like that. You could probably tell the process. Like everybody should know controlled bubble. When they say that from the paperweights, it's got the perfect bubbles in it. That's controlled bubble. Things like that. Yeah. What is it you struggle with? I mean, you have all the proper books. Remember, I sent you that list of books you should have for glass, and you already had them. You already had them, so that's it. That and that website. Hmm. Flippy's still around, huh? Poor kitty cat. She wants to be part of the conversation. Let me see. Uh, uh, Copy. This website that I'm putting in here, that is the website that I use the most to identify all my Carnival glass. Now, I think the guy has either passed or whatever, but he's no longer going to keep the website up, and he gives no explanation why. But yeah, that was just new this year, so it's good up till this year anyway. And you know, when it comes to doing glass and vintage items, then those websites are actually good forever, as far as I'm concerned. But that's my go-to website for Carnival Glass. I think I've shared it before. So, and those books. More charming. Hmm. I don't know. I think glass is just glass. It's just a different art form. It doesn't matter when it was made. It hasn't changed on how it's made, other than maybe there's more mechanical processes now if the artist chooses to do so. But a lot of times you pick up a piece of glass, you can't tell if it's made in 1800s or the 1900s, as long as it's in excellent condition. That's the one I use to identify all my patterns, so I don't have to sit here and flip through 4 different books. It's all right there. Of course, nowadays we got Google Lens, which works when it wants to, and all these other AI tools coming into positive things, at least for a reseller community, or just somebody, or even the collector community for that matter. So AI is definitely going to help along that version. So, oh, yep, 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 yep. Anyway, I hope everybody has some good plans. I'm gonna probably be asleep before midnight even gets here. Uh, I'm not sure I'm sure there's going to be lots of gunfire and fireworks and stuff like that. Every year there always is. I remember a long time ago in the late 90s, early 2000s, I worked as a security guard at one of the apartment buildings downtown. And I mean, it was downtown. It was just a couple city blocks from the center of Indianapolis. And I worked there for about 5 or 6 years. And every New Year's Eve, the city would light up with gunfire. So, and people always said, "Aren't you scared?" No, no. As long as they're pointing it in the air. Of course, they say people get hurt by falling bullets because what goes up must come down. Nah. Just don't go outside when it's happening. Ooh. Of course, I imagine a lot of it, they were, the gangs and stuff. Every city has its gangs. Even sleepy little towns like Indianapolis has its gangs. So, yep. Yeah, that's what I miss, my bed. Definitely. I miss the area that you guys saw me at. I had it everything, it was my environment. Everything within hands reach, or all I had to do was get up and move over there to grab something, everything was there. Now it's not here. So it's But oh yeah, I want to remind you guys that there are go check out Treasure Scavengers every Tuesday night at what did she say? We're doing it at 7 or 8, I think. Auctions. I'm gonna be there. She's gonna be there, and Angie's from Angie's Oddities is gonna be there. She's a sweet lady. She's pumped full of energy and just a bubble full of joy. She's got some cool stuff. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And it's a cleaner environment too. So as much as I hate to say that, it's true. So hello, Roman. Thank you. Thank you. I want you to next time make enough borscht for all of us. I'll have some beet soup. I love the stuff. It's food. I love food. What can I say? So, Roman, you've been releasing a lot of stuff about the dog pound. So, now that they're in the playoffs, sorry, buddy, they're just not going to go anywhere. Maybe one round, but after that, they ain't got what it takes. Not this year. Maybe next. Everybody saying hello to everybody. Black eyed peas. Oh my God. It's always been a tradition in my household to have corned beef and cabbage. That leaves for a rootin' tootin' good day. Nothing like that cooked cabbage to clean out. Yeah, go Brent. How about go Colts? Guess who won today? Go Colts. Guess who's in the hunt? 2 games out from the Browns even. But we have to beat the Texans next week, which I'm sure they were. Texans a punk team. Isn't that right, Esme? Yeah, black-eyed peas sounds good. I haven't had those in a long time. Wow. Go teams! Go Texas! Whatever. Whatever. Eating crow. Crows are smart birds. I'm not going to eat a crow. I'd rather eat a duck. Duck's pretty good. Wild duck is pretty good, not tame duck. Although I bet tame ducks are pretty good too. Probably all fat and stuff. Come here and say hello to the people. Hi. Sophie says hello. Sophie's saying put me down because there's a claw in my belly. Oh my goodness, ouch. Didn't need to do that. Oh. Yeah, well, look, when I was younger, I was a hunter, so, and ducks were on the menu. We never shot a duck. Got a couple pheasants, mostly squirrels and rabbits. Went deer hunting once, didn't really see a deer, ran across a hunter that was out by himself and had to pull it, and we helped this guy pull this big ass deer for like a mile. Got some venison out of it, but I'm not the hunter anymore. I'm the protect the wildlife guy now. I've changed my view on things. It's okay to hunt, but only hunt what you need and not hunt for fun. So ducks and geese. Geese are hard to cook. Geese are hard to cook properly anyway. Yeah, it just tastes like I don't know, stringy beef. Tastes a lot like cow, only instead of it being ground, it's more like shredded, like a shredded pork almost. Only it tastes like cow. Yeah, that's it. I mean, not exactly like cow. There's no fat, so tastes pretty good in chilies. Of course, anything tastes good in chilies. Chili tastes good. Wouldn't mind having a oyster stew right now. Oh, gee, I'm hungry. Hungry for some good food. Ought to be some good sales at the grocery stores. Let's see, Tuesday. I think a lot of them would be closed tomorrow. Go and load up on meat and freeze it. Kitty. Poor cat. Meow. It's interesting being in a different environment because I'll hear noises that she's getting into something and I'm not familiar with the noise. So I've got to get up. And yep. So this Tuesday we're gonna be doing that auction. Let's see if I can get a time. Maybe even a link. Here we go. Copy. Paste. There's a link to the auction that's going to be happening Tuesday. It happened last Tuesday, Tuesday before, and it's working out pretty well. We're probably going to try and pick up one more person, maybe. It's up to Amber, Ray Ray. She's going by Ray Ray now. So, yeah. Yeah, we'll see. But I definitely like Angie from Angie Odyssey. She does her own auctions a lot. Uh, Her husband does the behind the scenes stuff, and they don't use StreamYard. They use some other thing, but it has lots of animations and stuff like that. They have giveaways, like everybody does. So, yep. So no regifting from me this year because they will be sold on auctions, and that's what they're for. So, yep. Guess part of my rent while I'm here is to get rid of some of these games that Mom has had since the 60s. The bookshelf games, if you're familiar with them. We've got 2, 4, 6 of them up there. Nobody really plays them. Not anymore. Everybody's too big. The youngest one in the family, the teenager, well, she's busy doing teenage things, right? She doesn't have time for games anymore. Not really. She's a musical genius, so she's busy playing the violin and stuff like that. She's a kiddo for sure. Anyway, I invite you all to come Tuesday if you can. It would be nice. Stop by, say hello. Say, yo, Big Bro sent me. Give us a thumbs up. And if you can't stick around, that's fine. It's what I've come to accept. Oh, Ray Ray. Ray Ray creates. Hello, Ray Ray. I'm just telling everybody about our auctions on Tuesday. The link right above your head. What is that, a pineapple? Can't. Oh, violin. Okay. Yep. How's your worse half doing? People usually say the better half, but we know better. How's the other half doing? How's that? Might get out of surgery fine and all that. I think I saw that. Mm-hmm. Well, I appreciate that, Lissa. Everybody, please go check out Lissa, Bauble Blings and Needful Things. Needful Things. That's Stephen King. Let's see. Yeah, I saw the new truck. Mm-hmm. Also, saw that you have a lot of snow up there. You can keep that stuff. I guess I'm thankful I don't live in Wisconsin because, yeah, to hell with that snow. It's a bad word. Well, you make sure I don't need to tell you to pay attention to the road, right? Ooh. So I received a card from a friend, and on the card it's the scrolling. It says, "In dog beers, I've only had one." Thought that was kind of cute. Yeah, you do. Yeah, I put a Navy down. She's treasure scavengers. It only makes fitting to me that she should call it bandit. I've known people to have raccoons as pets, and almost always they're named bandit. I've always named my vehicles. I had a hand-me-down Cadillac, Clyde, and my truck name was Lucille. Let's see, I had a K car. I think its name was Crap. Damn, I can't remember the one I had before the truck. I've had a few vehicles in my life. I usually get them used and make them user. Pick them up for a few $100s. Pick them up, tune them up, run them till they break, throw them away. It wasn't a Lucille. It was a Clyde. I think I would call a Cadillac Lucille if it felt like it was a Lucille. Woo. Woo. And there's some things I would like to go to the house and get, but I am not driving today. No way, no how. I've always been designated driver ever since I was a drinker. I'm not really a drinker anymore. I might have a drink or two every once in a great while, but yeah, I just don't. Just not my scene, man. Uh huh. It's me. Pick up the phone. So, any new and upcoming resolutions? Here, let's talk about resolutions. A long time ago, I made a resolution not to make any more resolutions. And so far, I've stuck to that. Uh, but if I were to say change the word to goals, goals. Just try and be more successful this year than I was last. There we go. It's not always about making money. Not really. Not to me. I've gone past that point. I've been reselling for over 13 years. Well, coming up on 13 years. March will be 13. Uh, so my drive, my push, like my second year in, second through, I don't know, up till the when the plague rolled through. That was my big push to be sell everything kind of guy. But I'm not like that now. Now I sell because I enjoy selling. But so that's why I'm picky. And I've learned a lot of I've learned a lot of things, and I know what to sell, when to sell, usually, because like porcelain and glass, those things, they go in and out of fashion throughout the years, and the best time to sell those is in the spring and the summers when those kind of colors match and people want things that refract sunlight that comes in their house, and they'll go, "Oh, that's pretty. That's it," and that's why that stuff sells there. And then there'll be a certain name or maker that'll come up. Uh, Something that used to sell a lot a few years ago, say, might have been McCoy pottery or Francoma pottery. Those named things, and they'll go through their uh, fads, and they'll be popular, say, for about 6 months, and then they'll fade away, and nobody will want them again for another year or two, or maybe it'll come back. And it's so I'm gonna focus on just some things. I'm probably gonna stick to glass and pottery, honestly, because I know it well enough. I can pick up a piece and date it almost instantly. Um, I have been wrong. I've dated things at 1900 and they were from like the 1850s. I was off by 50 years, but you talk that old and you're like, okay. Woohoo! Hello, Cheesehead. How you doing? Well, you got a good start to that, Jeff? Yep. Yep. So I'm just going to stick to doll related items because for the life of me, I know too much about dolls. I don't really like sewing the dolls themselves. I like sewing the clothing. The clothing, man, geez, that clothing is just ridiculous. Some of those things get just stupid money. And dollhouse furniture. I've always done well with dollhouse furniture. Uh, you can put a lot of it in a small box and it ships cheap, and you can get some big money for the stuff. And I've shown that on my What's Old videos. Let's see. Yeah, like I said, I enjoy the. What did I say? The glass and the ceramics, and I was going to stick to dolls, doll things, and I'm going to try and keep everything down to a smaller box size too. Um, Shipping's going up. We bitch and complain about it year after year. I've been hearing the complaints since I've been doing this, and that's been over 10 years. Um, yeah, my ephemera. I love to sell ephemera, but price of media mails and the rules are getting much tighter. They're actually starting to check a lot of them now. They got the X-ray machines for a lot of the boxes. Um, like I said, I used to work for the post office, and I know people at the post office. The post office that I worked at, though, was the airport. It's not the same as the people I'm friends with are just at the post office, right? But yeah, media mail's going out. Uh, they're probably going to merge that with the educational mails, which are the library mails. And yeah, those just stick to like universities and museums and schools, and they pay when they mail it between themselves, as long as the starting and the ending addresses are from learning institutions or a reasonable facsimile. So, media mail's going out, but for the past year and a half, I've been shipping everything out first class anyway, especially through the plague when it came through, because a lot of the smaller ground stuff wasn't always making it to its destination, and that was a big deal. But if you shipped things normal or priority, they tend to get there. So it just seems to me that ship as much as you can ground. Ground advantage. The only advantage is to their pocketbooks, not mine. But whatever. Cheap is cheap, and you need to pass the cheap on to the peoples. And I got what I think is a better backdrop anyway. It's more, I don't know, girly, clean. I don't know how to say it. Uh, it's not stuck in the 70s like my backdrop is, because my house was built in the 70s. Only did weight, not dimensional. And that's the other thing I'm going to do this year. Macari is going to be my mind to toy with, for sure. I think I'm going to pass on the Poshmark for now. It's it's just hit or miss for a lot of people with Poshmark. A lot of people do good, a lot of people don't. And I just see myself as being the person that doesn't. But I'm pretty sure I can make Macari my bitch, so yeah. You I gave up doing lamps after I saw how much they were. I used to sell miter saws, big things, and I had to make my own crates for them. Wooden crates so they'd hold up in shipping. And that's when I started learning about freight shipping and stuff like that. I've only shipped one thing freight, and it was through FedEx, and they screwed me hard. So I don't use FedEx now, no matter what, because of that. Because they screwed me out of about $232 and change. So, yep. I do not trust FedEx. Period. $60 sounds reasonably cheap for FedEx, honestly. I shipped a car hood. Uh, a normal sized car, or what, die-cast car? I mean, I think the craziest thing I've ever shipped was that thing I got screwed on my FedEx for, and that was one of those big coffee machines from like a Speedway gas station or whatever, but it wasn't a single unit. It was a big unit. So it was Massive. Yeah. How much for shipping on a car hood? When do you start your new gig there, Cheesehead? Real car hood. Yeah, it'd be a thing. I think a lot of people would watch it as sure do. I don't know. I've had bad interactions with FedEx. You know, like I said, it screwed me out of $232. So there's no amount of apologies they can make. So yeah. So did you FedEx it or was it DHL? Dewey, Huey, and Louie? Uh, car hood doesn't seem like it'd be a UPS thing, but maybe it is. Car hood makes me think freight. So, and freight shipping is completely different than normal shipping, I guess. I saw a video where Cheesehead, he's given up his government gig. He spend more time at home and be a teacher. Well, not at home. He's going to be a teacher. So he can spend more time at home with his child, give his wife some much needed rest. I had a buddy of mine was a truck driver. I've got names for everybody. UPS, they call him Buster Brown. A building float teacher. Okay. Teach people how to float. Let's see. You're filling in for it. Because they all float down there, you know. Mm. Well, like I said, you're one of those people that like them. I'm just not. Woo-hoo. What exactly will you be teaching? Like fifth grade science, or I guess in fifth grade you teach it all, don't you? But I don't see gym teacher as a thing for you. So wonder how much of the old school stuff they're still using. Roll these wheels of cheese around the gym 20 times, then come back and drink a beer. I agree with Journey, Esme. I think you should tell people what happened to you and what they can do to not do what happened to you. Mm-hmm. So, I think the only resolutions or the goals that I have for my eBay this year is I'm going to start listing the things that are going to be higher end. Uh, Actually, start getting rid of the things that I don't want to get rid of because I don't really need them. It's just, I have a certain affinity for some things like the certain deck of cards I have, which I brought with me, make no mistake. But, maybe it's time for me to get rid of that deck of cards. It's a couple $100 I could have. So it's just that they're so cool. I don't want to get rid of them. Yeah. Well, I'll definitely watch it. Yeah, always round up. That's true with all of them. Always round up. Because you make damn sure they will. The USPS is really good about doing that. Hmm. So basically, you shipped a pole. Was it like a bridge lamp? They're called bridge lamps. The old ones where they got the thing on the outside. I say I'm not really frightened of shipping big things anymore. I just don't want to. Oh. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Wrapped it up with 150 pounds of bubble wrap. Popcorn peanuts. Yeah, see, that's something I have at my house that I got to go get tomorrow for sure. Is all my shipping supplies, which I left over there. Of course, I was going on vacation for a couple of weeks because nothing happens in these last 2 weeks anyway, except family and friends, and freezing me out. Woo! Well, let's see how many of these games I can get rid of. Like I said, I got the bookshelf games. Those games, we still play those games. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different kinds of Trivial Pursuit here. Not a single one of them's played. For soft foam, cheat, den craft here. Yep. Yeah, I don't skimp on shipping supplies. So when I make money on shipping, I don't feel bad about it as long as it's not horrendously over. You make a buck and a half to two, maybe $3 on 20 different packages, and that covers shipping supplies. Sometimes you wind up paying, but more often than not, you make. So, hey, Swampy, what's going on? How you doing? Hope you had a righteous Christmas and gonna have an even better New Year. Yep, I'm gonna start mine off sober. hmm. Now that we can all officially say this is the last day of the year, what has been your best sale for the year? The one with the most profit, which would probably be something you got for free or less than a buck and sold for 200 or 300 bucks. Swamp Pickardin. Woo! Send me some cornbread. They only do it right in the South. All this northern cornbread that I grew up on, it's always been dry. Excuse me, peeps. Let me see. I can't remember far back. I can't remember like January, February of last year. I'm sure I was on holiday. I do this every year. I put myself in vacation mode till right about middle of January. There's going to be no more auctions until at least February. And then in March starts the big doll auction. So we'll see what kind of dolls they'll be selling. See what new doll I can learn about. Yeah, that sounds like a good buy. You do a lot of them Facebook flippings down there. I don't. I would like to, but it's it's not a reality for my area. So every once in a while, I'll do a Facebook thing, but I rarely buy. Matter of fact, I don't think I bought anything off of Facebook last year, but I did sell. So, of course, I'm more of the come and get it kind of guy. I don't do the mail and. I am so tired. Why am I tired? I do have an app that alerts me when things come up free or cheap on Facebook. Yeah. Well, I mean, if it's a person that you do a lot of business with, yeah, I probably wouldn't do that either. Wow. Damn. Bakelite, huh? Hmm. What what was special about the Bakelite? I mean, I know what it is, but were they solid colors? Because hmm, I wish I would quit yawning. I know that much. The heat's putting me to sleep. That is that's a topic I probably have to think about. My best sale. I'm gonna have to go back and look at my previous sales throughout the year and see which one was my best. If you're talking percentage wise, if you spend $30 and you make $300, then you're talking, percentage of I can't do it right now, but uh, always thinking percentages. So if somebody asks you what's your best sale, you got to say, well, percentage wise, or are you talking, because I can sell $1,000 items all day long, but if you spend $800, then that percentage of profit's not that great. When you turn around and buy something for $1 and sell it for 200, that's a percentage. That's a huge percentage. That's right. Grease that wheel. That's absolutely right. Yep. Mississippi mud and butterscotch just makes me hungry. See ya. See you, Swamp. You have a good one. See you next year. Yeah. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong at all. That's awesome. Oh, Missy Miss Mud. Mm. So is a good sale the amount of a percentage of profit that you make, or is it the amount that you sell it for? Seems to me it's the amount of the percentage that you make it in that should count. But that's personal. Like I said, you buy something for 800 and sell it for 1,000. Well, you sold something for 1,000. That's great. Yeah, but only made $200. Do the same with something cheaper. I mean, buy something for $1 and sell it for $250, and it's the same thing. Doesn't seem right. I've trained myself to see percentages. I don't see numbers, which are the same thing. But you guys get what I'm saying, right? So, eh, you're not cheap. You're thrifty. The difference being is you're a professional at it, so therefore you're thrifty or frugal. Frugal being a lifestyle. So being cheap is, say, buying bed sheets to cover your windows. That's being cheap, which is also a lifestyle. So, hmm. This time of year makes me want to cook custard. I'm really good at making custard pies. No, I don't have the same friends I used to. I don't have any friends that I used to, but they always requested me come out and make that French steak dish that I make in my custard pies. It is memorized. It is burned into my brain. And I can make them flavored if you wanna. I would highly recommend never cooking a chocolate custard pie. Ugh. Or let's see, I've tried peppermint before. That just didn't turn out right. But like eggnog custard pies were pretty good. That's good. Yeah. You might want to inform them how much minimum wage was when you started working for the man. You know what I'm saying? And then say you're paying how much? Let's see, two. Yeah, when I started minimum wage, when I actually had a government job, one that the government knew about. Would you say that? Uh, it was 2.85 an hour, and it quickly moved to 3.25, and then those are the Reagan times, and it went up to 3.85, and it stayed there forever. So that's right. Yep, that is correct. It was 285. It was. It was 285. Yeah. My first taxable job, I was 15. No. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I was. Worked on the farm. Worked in a chicken coop, shoveling chicken shit. What a fun job that was. But I was young, didn't care. It's full of spitfire. Nobody could tell me any different. That kind of thing. Who the hell is Spica? Yeah. I'm not going to be the person that complains about them taking out food for disabilities and welfare and stuff. I think it's a just cause, and the what they take out is so minimal, less than a dime. And you'd be drawing off of it soon. So, The only people that complain about it are the ones that are well off. Isma, I am going to give you. There you go. Give you mod there, Esma. So you can be blue like everybody else. Now do something to liven up the. Have you guys ever heard of the? There it is. Let me see if I can bring this up. Yeah. I keep forgetting to do that. I don't see this on YouTube. I have to flip over to YouTube to see that. I am going to attempt to do this share screen. This. You guys see that? Yeah, you see that. So this is a game that I was playing on somebody else's channel, Q. If anybody knows who Q is, he's not around anymore. He's not doing his video things anymore. So this was a fun time, and it gets everybody in and do 2 or 3 games, and it's a fun time. I enjoyed it. Yeah, Quantrell. His job isn't going to allow him to. Let me see. Anyway, you can play on your phone as you watch, or I was able to play on the computer while we did it. No, not that. No, that's not it. Yeah, that's better. Uh, 15 minutes to game. So I'd get it if people would play. I mean, $20. I could do that. That's no big ass deal. There is a free version where you just play this one game. But it's trivia, it's up-to-date stuff. And I just exit out because I'm still learning things. Oh yeah. Showing my blanket here, something I got from the auctions. Somebody hand knitted this really nice and thick thing. I picked it up for $1. Nobody else wanted it. It's one of the things I like about going to the auctions is picking up cheap things, right? Things that I will use because it's cold and drafty in my mom's house. Although her heat works, mine doesn't. So that's a thing. Yeah. Just try not to get any bedding because bugs and anytime I buy anything made of cloth that can go in the wash, it goes into the wash immediately as soon as I get home. It's kept in a closed tub because bugs. I've had my experience. I've had my run in with the bugs, and I'm not talking the nice bugs. I'm talking bed bugs. You do not want them. It takes forever to get rid of them, and unless you know what you're doing, it's not cheap either. So, yep. Stupid things can go dormant for up to a year. That's what sucks about them. Oh. But it's really nice and warm, and I think I'm getting into the age now where you know nothing quite beats a good blanket. I'll see you next year, Journey. You take care, and yep, that's it. You take care. Yep. Thanks for stopping by. Woohoo! Esme, you could come in. I wouldn't care. I mean, you had me on your show once or twice. I mean, why don't you come in on my show? It's kind of late now, but like say next week. I'd gladly make room for you. Woo! And you could show off all kinds of things you have, because I'm curious. You are more than welcome anytime. But I'm gonna try and get see about doing that Jackbox thing. See if that kicks off. I don't have a lot of people come in, as you've noticed, and people say sports, 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 but that's not a thing. That's an excuse. It's not a reality. To tell people how to properly raise ducks, because that's something. I mean, what you buy like the galvanized the tubs, and you lay straw in it with a heating lamp. I'm guessing this is what you do, because I know that's what you do with chicks. So baby ducks you kind of raise the same way. I'm guessing. I'm assuming, but I could be wrong. Yeah. Well, have your ducks warmed up to most of the videos I see them always running away from you, or maybe not away from you, but keeping their distance. Are they more tame? Okay. They're probably just protecting their own. Okay, I'm gonna have to read that later. Whew. Scary. Mm-mm-mm. Well, you might have had it right the first time. Half watching the game. Let's see. You just want the Steelers to lose. Steelers got to lose. They probably won't. Well, Esma, I start my show at 5 p.m. Eastern. I don't know what time zone you're in. Oh, yeah, go Bengals, but I don't know. Yeah, Central. Yeah. Are you on Central? Arizona is Central? Where you're at in Arizona is Central. Well, if you want to come in next week, you are more than welcome to do it, and I will give you the floor. Yeah, sorry. I don't know why I keep saying Arizona. Texas. Oh, you live out there with all my exes. Well, yeah. Okay, well, see, Sunday, our teams meet, and it's going to be a deciding thing. So as long as our teams don't meet while the show is on, I'm okay with that. If it's an early game, I'm hoping. LaPorte. There's a LaPorte, Indiana. I bet there's a LaPorte in every state. Hope it's an early game. Gonna have to have the Colts win because the Texans can't beat Cleveland. So, oh, but the Texans have always been the Achilles to the Colts. So we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. At least you don't root for Dallas. Crow. Crows are really smart birds, unlike ducks. So, mm, cowgirls. It's funny. Woohoo! Well, I'll reach out to you via Instagram next week. How's that? As you can see from the dearth of people coming in to say hello, that I'm very popular. So it's the end of the. I actually do have more people watch than this, but you know, end of the year, football's on, blah blah blah. So I'm good with that. I like seeing your stuff, your glass. Hmm. Speaking of just you and me, I think I'm gonna call this an early show. I need to get me something to eat. I'm starving. I'm wasting away to nothingness, as we can see. Look at me. I'm the human shelf. Hmm. Make me some tacos. Hey, you take care too. Take care of them dookies. Okay, yep. So that's it. I'm gonna roll out. Hey, I'll see everybody next year. If you're stopping by to check out the thing, give me a thumbs up. Um, Stop by Tuesdays for the auction. I'll put a link down below if I can remember. And yeah, that's it. Everybody stay profitable and ta-ta for now. See ya. And end stream.